Reading a score is like reading a book or a play. Each note is a word, each phrase a sentence, each movement is a chapter, and the whole a complete and complex emotional narrative. Think of Shakespeare's To Be or Not to Be. How many times have we all heard this famous soliloquy, and how many different ways? Boldly, with confidence, quietly, timidly, with doubt. The interpretations are endless, giving the same words different meanings. The words themselves do not change, and so it is with music. The words a writer gives us are like the notes a composer gives us. They are just the beginning. Let's hear an example. We're going to play for you the opening phrase from Haydn's Opus 20, No. 2 quartet, the minuet movement, and taking it to two extremes of the interpretive possibilities given the instructions he has given to us. We're only going to alter the tempo, which is the speed, and the dynamics, which is the volume. And after each example, take a moment to reflect on how differently these versions feel to you. Or crudest tools as musicians. We have a world of sound at our disposal. It may seem obvious to say, but it's important to remember that sound is our medium. Through sound, we must express every human emotion, every experience. The variety, therefore, is infinite. The composer gives us the notes, tempo, dynamic, and articulation indications. And in order to bring these to life, these marks on the page, we must learn the composer's language, which takes me back to how we read the score like it's a book. If one were to read only one work of any great writer, whether it's Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, or Pinter, one would understand their world, their language, the nuance and the subtleties far poorer than if one were to read many or all of their works. And yet they are all writing in the English language. Their use of it couldn't be more different. So it is with the composers. Each composer has their own language, and we delve into their stories, into their world, through their music. How do we do this? How, as four individual, equal, unique voices in a quartet, do we come to a shared understanding of these complex emotional works? Well, we rehearse a lot. Something like 1 hour per minute of music, and that's just when we're learning a piece to present it for the first time on stage. The work continues after that. We ask each other, what are you saying here? What is he saying there? Are you asking me a question? Are you making a statement? Is this sad, or yearning, or nostalgic? Is it happy, or contented, or deliriously joyful? And when we say you, We really mean the composer's voice that comes out to us through his music, through sound. Let's hear a couple of examples. Going back to the same Haydn quartet, the slow movement, we're going to play a section from near the beginning of the movement, which is very sad, almost despairing. And then later in the movement, he modulates to the key of E flat major, which for Haydn is the key of divine love. And finally, an example from Dvorak. This is his Vivace from his quartet, which is nicknamed the Slavonic, something very boisterous and full of joy. Everything that we need to know is in the score, as long as we know how to unlock the composer's language. In order for us to have the confidence, in order to make a spontaneous performance, full of freshness, that's honest and unique each time we walk on stage, we must go through this shared process of exploration together. In the privacy of the rehearsal room, we can challenge each other and discuss together, baring our souls so that we know as we walk on stage that we are united and unified in our interpretation. In this way, we can trust that we can enter into the myriad emotions demanded of us in each of these great works, which are our great works of literature, in synchronization. There's something else as well which gives us confidence in each other. The reason we became a quartet in the first place is because we clicked. We understood each other in the way you might when you first meet a new friend. And there's something else as well, again something intangible that comes with time and with respect and with work. It's a way of feeling each other's energy on stage, breathing together, knowing each other. It's like you might feel in a shared silence with an old friend. And in conclusion, we would like to play for you the first movement of Ravel's quartet, which we have chosen for its richness of emotional emotional journey and for its incredible color palette.